Hi guys, and welcome back to Tantric Tuesdays. Thanks for joining me this week. We're going to continue on with getting into the bodies, connecting to these beautiful Ferraris, these machines that we get to ride around and experience sensation and pleasure through. And specifically this week we're going to talk about looking at and unpacking and playing with and letting go of and doing some work around body image. And that could be this mental stories you tell yourself about your body, or even about your ability to experience pleasure or intimacy or joy, or it could be how you feel literally about parts of your body. In order to do this tantric practice, you really have to learn to do your work around your body image and the stories you tell about yourself. You got to learn to love the shit out of yourself. You got to get that first level of Metta meditation down pat, and that is compassion and love for thyself first. And it's not an indulgence, and it's not done in a egoic or narcissistic way, but in like a base level. I see myself, and I'm conscious of what my needs are to work through my stuff and be present with myself and to do the best for myself so that I can bring my best self to the forefront when I connect. And it's hard to do in this day and age for women and men. I was watching a TED Talk the other day, and there was this photographer. I'll post a link for you. She photographed 100 naked women's breasts, 100 naked male penises, and 100 naked vulvas. And she did a little exhibits on all of them in books. And she said two really important things. First, body image issues affect both sexes, not just women but men. And secondly, we do it in different ways. Women are too much and men are not enough. So women are like, I'm too fat, I'm too heavy, I'm too this, I'm too... And men were, I'm not good enough, I'm not big enough, I'm not masculine enough, I'm not enough. And so it's time to start untangling and detangling why we think those things, and to really delve in to start doing your own work, internal work. Because if, for instance, in the practice of Tantra, women have positive polarity here, outgoing energy, open, right? We want to love. Women want to love. We're like, yes. And men are just the opposite polarity down here, like where their genitals are, like they want to give, and their outgoing energy there, yes. And if, for instance, you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not big enough, or you're not, that's going to affect the outward flow of that energy and your connection to that body part and your ability to connect to yourself and to your partner. And then also at the same time, if it's a woman and you have body issues around your breasts or your nipples, or you just haven't gotten enough love, or you've had bad sex before, or you're stifled or closed off some way emotionally there, that's going to affect, you're going to be guarded with that connection. When if you come in cleanly, it's like I'm giving and they're receiving, and then you're receiving and they're giving. That's kind of that cycle. And I'll talk to you about that a little bit in a few of the later videos, but think about that. If we have this body image, or we're stifled a little bit in places and haven't done our work, if we just did a little bit of work, it would clear off a layer of the top, kind of the gunk, and we would start being able to see the inlets for intimate, honest, authentic connections, and start playing at higher levels, which is really what we're here to do, which is what the excitement is about Tantra and conscious connection, is to get to that place. So the last thing I'll tell you about as you unpack this is be kind to yourself, and then see the silliness of a lot of this archaic thinking we have about sex and body parts. I think it helped me to really unpack it in this way, so I could say, oh, that's just illogical and archaic and not helpful way of looking at it, right? For example, we've always, and it's mostly with women, we've since the beginning of time saw body parts as taboo or to be hidden or stifled. Usually on women, it could be the wrists in one culture, the ankles in other cultures. It could be the breasts or nipples in some cultures. It could be the hair that you have to cover in other cultures. And when we are constantly dodging what's okay and what's not okay, and that does affect how we connect to and embody those places in our body. So it helped me to say, oh, okay, I'm going to educate myself about little cultural or religious or past experience, history, limitations I have built up about my body, or ideas or concepts or stories I've built up about my body, and maybe start to decompress and unpack those. So that's what I'm going to invite you to do this week, is just get in to your body through some type of practice, whether it's at the level of the mind and kind of meditative, doing like Byron Katie work around your body images or issues, or just learning to come into a place of like, what do I need this week? What would be healthy and helpful for me? So for me, this practice of self-love looks like this. I try to, first of all, see where I'm at and be honest about where I'm at and what I need to feel whole and present in the moment, nourished. And then I give myself the latitude to play and to grow and evolve and to not judge myself along the way, and to get inquisitive and inquire and do my work through meditation or mindfulness practices or just connecting with my lover or my partner. That's a pretty easy equation to kind of follow in this practice, but it could really look like anything you want, because everybody is a little bit different experience-wise, past history-wise, where they're at on their journey, how much they want to grow, what their desire is. Like, we're all different. So this looks a little bit different for everyone. Just ask yourself, if at the end of the day, you just close your eyes and keep it simple and just say, compassion and love, self-love and compassion for myself. Like, how could I connect to that sensation, or how could I boost that frequency in my daily life, or spend extra time there, or just put that on the forefront, on the front burner of importance in my life. So, thanks for joining me this week. Have a fabulous day, you guys. Namaste.